update on my goldfish tank in a long time. Like, it's been over a year since I've done an update on this tank. So I've had some fish die over the last couple years, maybe actually last year, from disease, and actually also what is it? Bullying, we can call it bullying, fish bullying, or we could say, you know, just overcrowding. Well, I'll just admit overcrowding. And these things, they took off when I had them. They, like, you can see this white one, he took off. He was huge. He used to be tiny, and now he's grown huge, and he's also changed colors. He used to be bright orange, and now he's like an albino one, like that one. So now I have two albino ones. And this guy, alright, so the story behind this guy here. As you can see, there's a wire netting. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, that's not enough for him to swim. Well, I'm doing it for his protection. Or I should say her protection, because I'm taking a wild guess here. All these fish on this side are males, and that's a female. And I've done my research and read enough forums and books that fish try to mate, or they beat up a sick fish. So I came home one day, and she'll turn around here. She was in a corner, getting beaten, like literally, like bullied, pecked at, bitten, and they literally ripped off scales, and like they got down to the hide. So I took her out, and I put her in this, and gave her medicine, and that's what it healed to be, just a big scar. But and I really don't trust these guys. I mean, you can look at them. I mean, they're huge, and I mean, it's ridiculous. They'll bully this one. They bully fish. I had them bully fish until it died. It literally gave a fish so much trauma that it died. I felt pretty bad, you know. I felt like a bad fish owner. I mean, but you know, I guess that's life. But you know, I try. So I mean, you can tell me that's not enough for him, but I'm making it work. I mean, heck, I gotta put him somewhere. I'm not gonna just kill it. I mean, I don't want to get rid of it. It's a cool fish. So I mean, you can see that scar is pretty big, but you know, she's pretty healthy now. They're all pretty healthy. I mean, they're eating, you know, twice a day. They're very active, you know. See, they're just moving around. But I mean, they are cool fish. I mean, I know I haven't done an update in a while, but you know, I feel bad for this one. But it's almost like I'm punishing the wrong. It's in their mind, or some people's mind. It's like I'm punishing the wrong fish. I'm punishing the one who's been beaten up, or you know, the victim of the crime, and then the other ones who are the accusers, not the accusers, but the, what's the word I'm looking for? The people who did the crime are scotch-free, you know, and victims in jail. It's kind of funny, but I don't know. You know, I've taken the thing out, and they've done the same thing. They just chase after her until she's tired, and then she sits on the floor, and then they peck at her and bite at her. You know, this fish has been through a lot. She's had dropsy. She's had another whole shitload of diseases that I've treated her for, and she is one lucky fish. I'll tell you that, one lucky fish. I mean, I've never had a fish live this long as her. I mean, and been through so much crap. But I mean, she's a good fish. And then these guys, they're all cool. They all, you know, good fish. And also, my bottom feeders all died. It was right after I moved my tank downstairs to my new room, and they all just died off. I don't know why. I just don't know what happened, but they all died off. So yeah, I don't know. But I haven't got any bottom feeders yet, because bottom feeders really aren't gold. But with the time I didn't know, bottom feeders aren't really a goldfish tank fish that you know you should have because of the cold water temperatures. They're just not meant for it. I mean, there's really no good tank mates for goldfish besides other goldfish, and then I've seen that also doesn't work because goldfish beat up on each other because of overcrowding, which I've done. I was young. I'm still, I'm still young, but I was, younger, and I bought a bunch of fish, and God knows they grew. But I don't know. They're doing pretty well. Tell me what you think of the tank. I'd love to get a bigger tank. I really would. But I just don't have the space to put it anywhere. I mean, I've had this tank for almost over 2 years now. I've had these fish for almost over 3 years, and I've only lost like 4 fish out of 3 years, and they're all goldfish. But just due to disease and just bullying and all that. But yeah, these fish they're mean. These suckers are mean. Especially this guy right there, the big one. He's a bully. He is a bully. I've never seen a fish like act as mean as him. I mean, he's like an asshole. He's the asshole group. He's like the leader of the gang, and these are his followers. I mean, I've seen it happen, and it's like makes you laugh, but I mean, it's messed up. What these things do. I mean, they literally bit all the scales off, that whole layer off. I mean, and there was like a flap of, I think it was scales or some sort of not skin. We'll just say protective layer over the hide she has, and they bit the whole protective layer off. It was a raw hide she was showing for a while until it healed up and scarred. But I mean, they literally bit it off. I mean, they were chasing her, and I've read that they do that because either a fish is sick and they want to, get it out, or they, or they want to mate. Because I know goldfish, or I know fish need room to mate because they chase each other, and the whole, what I'm talking about, the whole thing happens. But I've read that in forums and books. But it was just weird to watch it see it happen, and come home to her missing part of her freaking side. But anyway, so yeah, I mean he's a bully. But I mean, just to keep you guys updated on this tank, I know I haven't done a lot of updates. I've been doing a lot of model railroad updates and my truck update and all that, etc. But I haven't done a fish update, and my fish are still here. I still have them. Just only lost a couple, and a couple bottom feeders. But that's life. I mean, I tried. I mean, I'm pretty happy these guys are still here. And then on the other hand, I don't know if you guys ever knew I had a yellow spotted gecko. I did until she died back in October of old age. She was like 14 years old. She died. Still have the tank. I could make that into a 10-gallon, but except the one thing is that there's a big ass crack right there. But I'm gonna seal it up. That'd be kind of cool to make that into a 10-gallon. Have another tank. I haven't decided yet. It's just an empty lizard tank right now. But so yeah, my fish are still here though. You see that big sucker? He's a big guy. He's kind of wet. I don't know how much he weighs, but he's a big one. 2 albinos, this guy, and then that one, and then jailbird over here. But anyway, so I'm just afraid. I'm afraid to put them back in with the other population because of what they do. So, but anyway though. So yeah, it's going well. I'd like to get a bigger tank, but what are you gonna do? But anyway, so thanks for watching. I'll keep you guys updated on these a bit more often. Really not a whole lot has happened. I mean, when I first got them, I could update how big they were getting, and if I got a new fish. But this tank's at its capacity or over it or more. It's above the capacity for fish they say you could have in a tank. I mean, I'm definitely doing that, but I've done that for the last 3 years. And I've paid the consequences for losing a fish or having bullying. I mean, that's the consequences you get for overcrowding. But I didn't know that back then. But and they were smaller. I didn't have that problem. They were a lot smaller. But anyway, life goes on. Just take one day at a time. But anyway, so thanks for watching, and tell me what you think of the tank. So yeah, thanks for watching.